All right, we are coming to our grand finale speaker for this evening, the amazing Janet Thomson. Oh my gosh, the first time I met Janet was we were both speaking at an event last year. I think it was about October 2021, and I saw Janet speak and was just wowed. I saw her speak in the morning, and she's just amazing, absolutely amazing. The things she had the audience doing, she's such an engaging speaker, like everybody was involved. And then she saw me speak in the afternoon. We just connected, and literally the very next morning she jumped into the Ripple Makers Mastermind. It's been such an honor to have Janet be a part of this global family. And you know what an incredible woman she is. She's an outstanding clinical therapist, she's an author, a presenter, she's done a lot of TV work, and she's also a life coach. She's got a unique and eclectic skill set, having achieved a high level of academic qualifications, including MSc in nutrition and exercise science, and as a clinical hypnotherapist, along with a range of holistic therapies ranging from thought-field therapy and tapping to CBT and energy medicine. This really is a woman on a mission. Now, before I get Janet up onto the stage tonight, I just want you to just feel into what it would feel like if every cell in your body was happy.
Oh, don't steal my line.
I'll leave that with you, but just imagine if every cell, like there's a little song that we have, a little internal joke, and she might sing it for you tonight, but there's a little song that is just so brilliant, and every time I think of Janet, I now think of that song, and it's like I feel like all the cells in my body are jumping for joy. So guys and girls, give it up for the amazing Janet. Look out, here she comes.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Janet, it's so good to have you up on the RippleFEST stage. Welcome to RippleFEST.
Thank you, darling, and hello everyone. And the first thing I want everyone to do is just rub your hands together, and then just take a breath in and out through the nose with the mouth closed. Just separate your hands a little bit and just feel your own energy, and just feel that energy. And some of you may be able to get your hands further apart or closer together, but that's a really nice technique to do, to just really get the sense that actually your energy extends beyond your physical body, and your skin is not a barrier, it's a filter, and it's responsive to your energy environment, and also you can transmit that energy as well. So don't think of your skin like a brick wall, because it's really not. And if you think about your body, most of us think about our body in the singular term, like my body. And in my work, especially in the weight loss side and the health loss side, having had 100 years in the fitness industry, in my former life, 100 years ago, obviously, I had 3 health clubs. And the amount of abuse that I hear people give their body, and the insults that they will say to their own body, is just absolutely breaks my heart. And your body is not one singular thing. It is, depending what research you read, but the number's got enough flexibility. Let's go with 60 trillion living cells, each of which have an infinite intelligence and a quantum space within it, like its own mini universe. 60 trillion of these cells. And if you imagine that you are the owner, and they collectively form a company, your company, and this means you have 60 trillion employees who love you, who will never resign, who will never, say, I don't want to work for you anymore. They will always, always, always try and do their best for you. 100%, no dissent whatsoever. But they can only work to their potential if you give them what they need. And that is in the form of nutrition and food and drink, of course, but also in the form of your thoughts, because every thought can change your energy. So information flows through the body, and in particular through the brain, through chemical and electrical impulses, which means we have a positive and a negative charge. So if I have, let's say this is a remote control and I want to turn a TV over, if the batteries are the wrong way up, it doesn't work. The energy is reversed. And so we also have energy. Every single cell has energy. And for a cell to heal, it needs to be in positive energy, in the right balance. If a cell is negative, it not only can't heal, but it's predisposed to everything from carcinogenic responses to various toxins to premature aging. So you'll either look like shit or you'll feel like shit, or quite possibly both. And so it's a bit like if you imagine you've got this house and you put a lovely extension on, you want a nice ensuite, and you say to your builder, I really want a marble bathroom, and here's the plan. This is exactly how I want it to look. And then you go back and you go, well, this is breeze blocks. Where's my marble bathroom? And he goes, well, you might want a marble bathroom, but actually you gave me breeze blocks. And this is really important to understand that you have no right to hate or loathe or resent your body in any way, shape or form. Your body fucking loves you. You've got 60 trillion fans. And my passion is to help you connect with that. And that in and of itself gives you a sense of self-worth and self-esteem, because there is a part of your amazing body that isn't physical. As amazing as your physical body is, the part of you that isn't physical is even more amazing. And that's your spirit, your soul, your chi. I mean, you can call it Doris. It really doesn't matter, but I'll go with spirit. But that's just a word. You choose your word. So you come in with this utterly perfect spirit, utterly perfect. That's what comes in, and it lives in this physical body. And if you are lucky enough and blessed enough to have it fully formed, then fantastic, because we all know not everybody is. But it's still your job to make the best of what you've got, and to accept that you are so freaking awesome on that level and beyond human understanding. So if another human makes some negative comment about anything, your height, your hair color, your personality, your dress sense, is completely irrelevant in the scheme of things, because you came in perfect. You were born good enough, and you will be good enough tomorrow. I promise you, even before you wake up, you're already good enough for tomorrow. And you're already good enough for next week and the week after and the next year and the day. You are good enough. That is your default setting. You just have to remember how freaking awesome you are. Yeah. And that is not determined by what other people say about you. Someone once said to me, and I mean, trust me, I've had a tough week myself. We all have stuff, and I've had a monumental amount of stuff this week. But I often come back to what somebody said to me, which is, what other people say about you is none of your business. And it always says more about them. Or if somebody's mistreating you, it's not about you. It's about them. It says everything about them. And we've heard stories, and especially from Janice today. And once you get to that point, then you are powerful. You regain your own power, because you go, actually, I'm not a victim. In a way, they're the victim. Because there's nothing they can do or say in a human level that will stop me being freaking awesome. The damage happens when I forget to remember that I'm freaking awesome. So everything I do and teach is about self-care and self-worth. And I want you to know that you can change how you think and you feel literally in seconds. So everybody, just look up, look away from the screen and look up and think about your favorite place in nature. Just think about your favorite place in nature. And then if you're not already, make yourself smile. Think about your favorite place in nature and make yourself smile. If you want to, close your eyes and see what you see. And imagine in this place, it's your absolute safe haven. How does it feel to be in that place? And see what you see and hear what you hear and feel how you feel. And as you do this, your body, stay there while I talk. You might as well feel good for no reason whatsoever for a bit longer. So stay there. And as you're doing this, you've changed your posture. Hopefully you've got your mouth closed. You're breathing in and out through your nose. You're using your imagination, which is your most powerful tool. It's your superpower. And you're imagining you're in this place. How does it smell? What are the sounds? And because of all these things you're doing right now, you have, in the last 30 seconds, changed your brain chemistry. Without a tablet, no Valium, no nothing, you are now producing different neurotransmitters than you were before you did that exercise. And there's so many ways that you can do that. And looking up, when you look up, it's neurologically impossible to cry. Neurologically impossible. So your body is always telling your brain how to feel in terms of what chemistry to produce, because how you feel is about a neurochemical, concoction or prescription, if you like. And we all struggle with our internal voice. We all do. But the good news is your body can override your internal voice. So let me give you an example. So if you can stand up, but you can do it sitting down. So let me see if I can stand up. So stand up if you can, but you can do it sitting down. Put your hands on your hips, or no, actually put your hands by your side, drop your shoulders, look down and stand or sit as if you are absolutely fed up. Imagine you've just, lost the winning lottery ticket or missed the flight for your holiday, or, really allow yourself to think, how would you feel if you just missed the flight for your holiday and you're effing and jeffing and you feel terrible? So have that posture, hold that posture, and then say out loud, I feel fabulous. I feel fabulous. I feel amazing. I feel amazing. I feel amazing. And just notice that you don't actually feel very amazing. Now, either put your hands on your hips in the power pose, or even better, arms out, make a big V. So I'm going to sit back down, but if you're standing, stand up, arms out, look up and go, I feel terrible. I feel absolutely terrible. I feel terrible. And notice that you can't actually feel terrible. So your body will override your internal voice. And there are so many of these little hacks that you can use to literally change how you think and how you feel. Because, L'Oreal have got the best slogan ever, because you're worth it. And you are worth a lot more than a decent shampoo, I promise you. And so it's about bringing in self-worth and self-care to your everyday life. So many of you have done this with me before, but if you haven't got time to explain it in detail, trust me. So rub your hands together again, and you're going to tap the side of one hand. Doesn't matter which hand. You can mirror me, or you can just flip hands. So the side of your hand. Now, either side of your hand, the palm of your hand and the back of your hand, they are the plus and minus on the battery. So when you tap here, it brings that into balance. And just to make sure, we're going to tap the top of the hand as well, so the index finger. Okay, so this is making sure your batteries are the right way up. Then on the knobbly bits of your collarbone, make a loose fist and give that a really big bash. Now, under here, energy-wise, it's like spaghetti junction. So when you really bash this, it's like a va-va-voom, you know, which is technical phrase, but it will give you your va-va-voom. And then the next point is under your nose. Now, this meridian comes up from the base of the spine, over the head, tucks in under the nose. In fact, it's in the roof of your mouth. So if you put the tongue on your roof of your mouth, even better. Then come down. And this one comes up the front from your pubic bone, all the way up, tucks in under your lip. And then under your nose again. So we've come up to the top one side. Now you're going to change hands. So the hand that was tapping goes out and we go down the other side. So this is, the only reason I call it a triangle sequence is because you go up one side and down the other side. And then you finish off on the side of your hand. And just doing that sequence every day when you clean your teeth will make sure that you're starting the day with your batteries the right way up. There's lots of other things you can do, but that as an absolute bare minimum is what you should do, because you need to keep your energy clean in the same way that you need to keep your physical body clean. You clean your teeth, you need to clean your energy, because every cell produces byproducts. You know, that's why we breathe out and go to the toilet. And your energy body is exactly the same. It's processing stuff and dumping stuff, and you need to clean it. And you clean it with posture, with breath, with tapping techniques. And then you really start to think about, which is a whole, you know, maybe a different talk for a different day, in terms of food. My phrase that sums up everything I teach about food is learn to love the foods that love you back. Because when you put something in your body, let's say some big sticky donut, you need to be able to look at that donut and go, yeah, you look lovely and you taste lovely, but you ain't coming in. In the same way that if, you know, pick your, you know, someone who would make your toes tingle for all the right reasons. So I'm going with George Clooney. Pick whoever. Let's say a burglar turned up at my house who was George Clooney. Let's say George Clooney on Hard Times turned into a burglar. So he knocks on my door and he says, I want to come in and take everything. And I go, oh, well, I know I shouldn't, but you really do look gorgeous. And he gives me a kiss. I go, oh my God, you taste amazing. So yeah, come in, you know, oh, you haven't, oh, here's my jewelry box. You only took the TV. You just wouldn't give everything that's precious away to someone because they looked gorgeous or tasted gorgeous. So, you know, years ago, I used to teach people to not eat chocolate by imagining, you know, because it does happen to have the same color as poo, let's face it. So doing those kind of visualizations is really easy. But actually what I feel now is that it's much more empowering to be able to look at something and go, yeah, you do taste good, but fuck off. You're not coming in. And then you've got 60 trillion rounds of applause of all your little cells going, thank God, now she can have a marble bathroom. So I'm not sure how I'm allowed to, I probably overshot, I nearly always do. So, but that is who I am. That is what I do. You're freaking awesome. And I would love to help you realize that and teach you some techniques to make sure that you live that truth.
Oh, amazing, Janet. Thank you so much. Well, I know that you're developing a program that incorporates a lot of the things that you have just taken us through. We've had like a little minuscule, I've been on one of your retreats at Champneys, absolutely fantastic. If you ever get the opportunity to go and work with Janet or go through one of her trainings or go to one of her retreats, are absolutely phenomenal. Please like make it a priority for you. But for those people that can't go to a retreat, fabulous. But for those people that can't go to a retreat or escape the busyness of life right now, you're developing a program that people can do at home. So can you tell us a little bit about that, please?
Yes, so it's called the color code system, and there's 3 elements to it. There's color code for nutrition, there's color code for energy, and there's color code for mind and emotions. And so the program has got elements of all of that. So there's an ebook, but there's videos, there's guided meditations, breathing techniques, absolutely everything. And it literally is with the designer at the moment. But if you go onto my website, which is powertochange.me.uk, you'll have to put the W's in.
Yeah.
So I've put the workshops one up. By the way, I've got 2 spaces left on my Spanish retreat in June. So you can literally check that out. But if you go to the Power to Change website, there's a freebie. You scroll right down. It's not the best homepage. It's all being designed. But if you scroll right down, at some point, there's a try before you buy or get a free guided meditation or whatever. There's some free stuff. If you click on that and get the freebies, you will be amongst the first to know when the color code system comes out, because I will be running it live, taking people through it, a very small number of people, probably only 10 or 12. So you will have the chance to be one of those. So it'll be at a knockdown price, and I am personally going to take you through it. So, but anyway, just go and get the freebie. Just go and get the freebie, because it will have value. Because you're worth it.
Because you're worth it. I feel like I've got to flick my hair when we do that. Janet, I feel like we have to end with that little song. You didn't incorporate it in what you were saying.
I didn't.
So shall we sing it together?
Yes. 5, 6, 7, 8. Every little cell in my body is happy. Every little cell in my body is well. Every little cell in my body is happy. Every little cell in my body is well. I'm so glad every little cell in my body is happy and well. One more. I'm so glad every little cell in my body is happy and well. We should put the link, Sammy, put the link to the song in the Facebook group, maybe.
I will. It's so good. As soon as I heard that song, I sent it to Janet, and now Janet uses it.
It's my theme tune.
It's so good. And they sing it a little bit better than we just did, but it's all
good.
Oh,
how very dare you.
I included me in that. Janet, thank you so much for being such a bright light. You're not just a bright light, you're all the freaking colors of the rainbow, and and everything infinitely more than that as well. So
thank you, darling.
Thank you for showing up, and for us and for everyone here. And